Last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check three, check three, check three. 49, check 49, check
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. I thought he had the angle along that sideline. Didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down and line up on defense, you see the goal line beneath your feet. If that doesn't motivate you to play harder, I don't know what will.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 21-14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now Mariota eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be out right at the 35. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll throw again. Mariota. Ebron caught left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, James. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Let's go. Give me something. Here we go. Big edge. 45.
Mariota to throw for it on 4. Open man is Anderson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Mariota now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10.
61.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here, Mariota. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Switch. One. Switch.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet.
Now a give, right side. It's James. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, it's Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's bring it. Shoot.
Here's Mariota, option left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 3.
Orbit.
45. Mike, 45. Yeah. You don't want none. Hatchet. 3. Switch.
From the red zone now, Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
One. 45, Mike, 45. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. 45.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Flush to his right, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Check. 3 down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robbie Anderson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
General, west. Watch the safety creek. Exit.
Now Elway on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with James. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check 45. One. Check it out. One.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota finding Green complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. James has got it. Complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Bound to lose one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota is going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Option left. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. As his guys have now moved out in front. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Elway. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
58 to Mike. I'm scared.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Elway. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juwan Williams. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's James. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Check three. 1. 3. Bravo.
From the gun, Mariota. He gets this one to Johnson. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Let's go, D. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Run. Rush in. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield. Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now it's Elway. And his throw is incomplete. Well, let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass, now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game, not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. All right, here we go. Let's go, B, let's go. Ready, go.
Now Elway on 3rd and long. Well, now Elway has it stripped. The ball is out, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Elway. This is Miller. Complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
He's coming. He's coming, double up.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Here's Elway. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Elway to throw. He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Chicago.
Now it's Elway. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Elway. The 20. And he finds his tight end, Graham. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now way to throw again. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 3 yards out. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check 43. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 52. Get it.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
It's 4th down. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points